Fingerboarding is awesome, but there is just one problem with fingerboards. Fingerboards just are not strong enough. So today, we will be fixing that. If you clicked on this video, chances are you've seen the video that Braille Skateboarding has made where they did a durability test on the world's strongest skateboard. This skateboard has the title of being the strongest skateboard in the entire world. This board doesn't even look like a skateboard. That skateboard has such a unique look that I got thinking. So today I'll be taking the design of the world's strongest skateboard but turning it into a fingerboard. Braille Skateboards made a video where they did a durability test with the world's strongest skateboard. In the video, they also got the builders of the strongest skateboard in the video. They got asked the question what exactly the skateboard is made of. But fair enough, they didn't want to say what it was made of. But lucky for me, Braille is actually able to break the skateboard so we can actually see what's inside. If you look closely at this image, you can actually see that the skateboard is layered with carbon fiber and wood. So that is what the fingerboard is going to be made of. These are pieces of maple veneer. This is the stuff that most skateboards and fingerboards are made of. Now the people who built the strongest skateboard didn't say it's made out of maple wood, and they said it's made out of a couple different types of wood. Now since I have no idea what type of wood they're talking about, I will still use maple because it's very strong and very lightweight. Standard fingerboards are made with 5 pieces of veneer, but we only have 4 cut out. That is because we will be using carbon fiber for the other layers. I've never seen carbon fiber in a raw state like this, but this looks so cool. The next thing we're going to do is take the carbon fiber and cut it into a bunch of pieces the same size as the veneer. I forgot that carbon fiber is the exact same color as a pencil, so I can't see any mark that I just made. We have 3 pieces of carbon fiber cut out now, which means we can layer wood, carbon, wood, carbon, wood, carbon. Now that we have the veneer and carbon cut out, we're ready to stack these pieces all together with some glue and put it in the mold. The world's strongest fingerboard is now in the mold. You might be thinking to yourself, why are the outside edges wood when it should be carbon? Once we take this out of the mold, I'm planning on putting epoxy resin on the top and bottom layer and then placing carbon on top of that. So now we're just going to wait a couple hours for this to set and then we can take it out of the mold.
A few moments later.
It has now been multiple hours, which means we are finally able to take this out of the mold. I did not think adding 3 layers of carbon fiber could make a board this much stronger. You may have noticed I haven't drilled the holes yet, and that is because we still need to put carbon on the top and bottom. So in order to put carbon fiber around the board, we need to put a thin layer of epoxy resin on the surface, and then we can lay the carbon fiber on top. I don't know very much about epoxy resin, but this is the stuff I got. Epoxy resin isn't that good to breathe, so I'll be wearing this. You guys probably can't hear me that well, but time to mix up some resin. This is going so much better than I thought it would go. Oh my goodness, does this look good. I took my mask off and this stuff smells awful. But check this out. This looks so cool. The resin takes 8 to 12 hours to set and then 48 hours to fully cure. In about 12 hours, we can come back to this and then put the final layer of resin to make it very glossy.
A few moments later.
The resin is now hard enough that we're able to put the final coat of resin over the board. We now have resin on both sides of this board and it is also cured. Now we're going to put the board back into the mold so we can drill the holes. All we need to do now is cut around the edges and then we can take it to the belt sander. This is actually so strong. I'm not gonna film sanding the board just because I've shown it many times in the past. There is a pretty simple way to cut a board out and that is just by dropping it. Check this thing out. The Ninja Ooze isn't even around the board and this thing looks wild. The countersinks are now on the board, which means we are ready to start putting the green stuff around the board. You can see on the skateboard there's this green plastic looking stuff around the board and that is to prevent chipping on the board. I thought about just painting the edges fluorescent green, but that would kind of be cheating. But then I found these bright green plastic sticks made from PLA. If we cut the stick directly down the center, we should be able to fuse it to the board and it should look pretty good. I'm gonna try taking this but go backwards over the filament and see if it can take off just one layer at a time. I would say that worked pretty well. The board is finally complete. I could not break that if I wanted to. I think this is the greatest thing I have ever made, but let's see how it rides. This board feels so rigid. I have a deal for everybody watching this video. If you guys want to see a full durability test of this board, all that I ask is this video get 10,000 likes. I know it's a big number, but the videos are getting enough views that is possible. And I'm not going to destroy this fingerboard for nothing. So if this video hits that goal, I will do the test. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.